On today's episode of the Nostalgia Test podcast, we do an American Gladiator survey from its early beginnings all the way through to 2026 to see if it passes the ultimate test, the Nostalgia Test. This is peak America. Welcome to the Nostalgia Test podcast, the show where three longtime friends put pop culture's past to the ultimate test, the Nostalgia Test.
I was gonna wait. Trying to find it. I was trying to figure out which one you were gonna go with.
I had to go with that one. I had to go with that one.
Thought you were gonna maybe go with like a Malibu quote.
Does he have a quote?
He does. He says some crazy stuff in the first season.
Or maybe the guy like, oh, she's a model. I wonder how that's going to help her, Joe. It's not.
No, well, yeah, Joe Theismann and the other announcer were amazing. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Nostalgia Test podcast. We are doing American Gladiators, as you know, in the intro you heard. I'm here in LA. I'm your host, Dan Dissinger. I'm here with my longtime friends and co-hosts, Manny Coelho and Billy D'Elia. Guys, this was a rough watch. And
don't spoil the lead or whatever. Bury the lead.
It was just
a
lot of episodes. It was a lot of
episodes. We always knew. So this is what's so tough about putting TV shows to the test because, unless they're like 22 minutes, right? How do you do that? Because it's basically a marathon, right? And like to really put because I was like, oh man, like I want to do Family Matters. I want to do Full House. I want to do the other ones, but how could you actually put them all to the test? Like, so what we chose, ladies and gentlemen, listening to this is we were like, all right, let's get mostly the first era, our era, the 94 to what, 96 it went to? 90.
Well, the first American Gladiators, I think, was 89 to 93.
That's it.
Then after that, you had 90 something to whatever, I don't know.
Oh,
and
so
then
it went away for a couple of years, but they just basically picked up the next season, like what it was.
Yeah, like they considered it the same thing. They didn't say like got canceled.
Okay.
Right. It went from September 89 to May 1996. That's the main era.
Yeah, that's like the main era that we remember, like
but there
with
was
Nitro.
A break at some point. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Nitro, Turbo, Blaze. Like those were our guys.
Diamond, Turbo,
Diamond. Yeah, Tower,
Sky.
Gemini.
Gemini. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Gemini's the OG, bro.
OG.
Yeah.
OG,
Yeah.
man.
And,
I loved him.
He was great.
Yeah, he was good.
He was good.
He was great.
And
then,
so was Nitro. I mean, you got to give it to Nitro.
Was Nitro the guy that looks like Asian or Polynesian? Is that guy?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, and then he got knocked out.
He was one of the OGs, and he got knocked
and they
out
got
first
longer
episode.
hair later seasons too.
Yeah,
He had,
yeah.
like,
And then they made
shoulder
him-
length hair later. Yeah.
And then
They also made
him
him an announcer towards the end.
some of the many announcers. But then that was also the era with Jazz. You had other people, Jazz, Ice, Hawk, Siren. But then around 2008, you have the next rendition, the Hulk Hogan era of it, which
Gina
I think
Carano era.
Yeah, it is.
I saw that, Billy, and I was like, "That's not her, is it?"
I had to ask Billy.
And
was,
then
'cause I
you
remember it
brought it up. I
happening.
was like, "Holy shit, it is her!"
Yeah, I remember her because she retired from MMA before that debacle from last week. In like 2009, I want to say. So like right around this, because she was moving into movies and shit. And I'm watching the intro. I'm like, is that fucking Gina Carano? And then I was like, oh, I forgot about this. Yeah, it was. And she had some terrible fucking name. I forget what it was.
It was terrible.
I have no
the
idea.
names in 2008 were horrible.
Oh,
they were
yeah,
horrible
like
names.
Hulk Hogan.
I mean, it was really bad. And then it goes away again. And
They didn't learn from their mistake.
No, and now they've returned in 2026. And the two hosts, you have The Miz and I forget who the other co-host is. I'm really sorry. Like, I'm trying to figure out who the other co-host is, but it is not good. I'm sorry I know I'm not supposed to like lead with that, but I mean, let's be honest. The 2026 one is
well.
Hot
So
shit.
let's go back before we get into hot shit now. I think there's a lot of hot shit now.
Rosie Diaz, I think, is the other co-host.
So before we start, we've been on a negative run, boys.
You're right.
Been on a negative run. This is supposed to be nostalgia. We're supposed to be feeling a little bit good about it. We have destroyed a lot of our childhood,
Yeah, maybe that's why we're so angry.
Yeah. Our children are very upset with us. They're very upset. Dan, by the way, you were trolling insane amount of trolling about Pauly Shore and about son-in-law and like I think today I saw a troll about Delta Force, like the campy stuff. Anyways, either way, let's go back to
Smeal
when we were younger. Do you remember American Gladiators?
Who doesn't?
Oh yeah, it was on Saturday afternoons, right? It was like after Saturday morning cartoons, so it's like maybe 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's like you're having a lazy Saturday. This comes on, and you're like, oh hell yeah!
The best is that you call it a lazy Saturday. Right? For kids, that wasn't a lazy Saturday. We were just like glued to the television. I mean, we did stuff. The one thing I don't remember is how long these freaking episodes were. They were like watching a game. We were watching a game. I was like, when we first gave our, hey, these are the episodes, I'm like, all right, these are going to be like 30 minutes, right? No. They're like full on almost 2 hours.
Yeah. And then think about it, back in the day, there were commercials too. Like, how long is this fucking thing on TV for? It must have been 2 to 3 hours easily.
It must have been exactly like watching like a baseball game or something. But like if you think about it, it was a sport, right? So
it was
considered
innovative at the time, right? Like there was nothing else like. I mean, we see nowadays everything else is. I mean, I think you could say everything else is derivative of this, right? Because this was like a completely new concept, right? It's all like mini games, basically. It's almost like a fucked up like decathlon.
Well,
right?
yeah. It totally
decathlon
is.
with people that fight against you, like that block you from being that good. Like imagine you have a pole vault and some gladiators allowed to come and tackle you before the pole vault.
Well, I mean, it's like I feel like what they did was they took Takashi's Castle, right, and they then made people able to actually punch you. And
they also did like a little more than just the slave who was hungry. Like they did like
these
people castle looked like someone who didn't have food, and they were like, "Here, run this race,
run the gauntlet towards the sandwich."
Yeah, exactly. No, this at least in the beginning was like athletic people who probably had just got out of college, and they were like, "Oh, we need people that could kind of do things."
Well, the first episode was crazy because it was like a guy who was drafted in the NHL, a dude who played like in the NFL. I'm like, here are like ex-professional athletes, and the one dude who played in the NFL fucked those dudes up, bro. He was like
destroyed them.
Yeah,
that's why the best one. Like I don't remember the first 13 at all. Like my American Gladiators was the one when they started getting everything in blue and white, and it was very line, and the jousting was like with the 2 little platforms, not the freaking bridge that we saw. When I first saw it, I was like, what is this? And it was like they basically were like, come up with a game and like put a man there to destroy the other man. Like whatever game you choose.
Build it in your backyard, and then we'll put it in this sound studio, and you do it.
Exactly.
It looked like something they make on Jackass. Like,
I feel like they were workshopping every game during the taping, because like as the seasons went on, and then the new season, I was like, oh, they keep changing the rules. They keep changing the games. They keep changing the point value. They keep like all of a sudden you're just like, they kept changing the eliminator. Where was the travelator? And the travelator was at the end or the beginning. Like, and it felt like they just continued to workshop it to death.
It's all trial and error. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because people get bored, right? So that's our faults, the people watching. And like, so the best part is like, if you watch a documentary, if you had to sit through all this, right? So you had to watch them change the sets. And they said like people got bored because it was like, it took a while. So that's why when the second season came, they had more games that were interchangeable, and sets that were easier to move around. That's why you got like the hanging rings, because then that could hang in over the joust, and then the joust turned to water because then you could move like different sets back and forth.
But then they took the water away again.
But then they took it away because somebody could have drowned, Dan. Because that girl, did you see the episode? When she goes under, she like hits her head and bashes her head in the water.
She was a Marine.
Okay, but she's also there was fire. I don't know. Like pressure.
I hate the joust part. I hated that.
Joust was dumb.
It's boring, dude. It's really dumb. Like it's just like, come on. Like the big dude's gonna win every time unless the person gets lucky. It was not my favorite. My favorite part of the original episode, because I don't think I've ever seen this one before, is that the fucking judge was an executioner.
Yes.
And like when the first event, like Gemini like throws the guy with his hand and he's like, "Is it yay or nay?" And the guy's like, "Nay." I was like,
telling you, they were definitely like, we were watching like we went to a medieval times show.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, let's make this a show." Like,
let's actually take a step back and see that the host of the original one was Joe Theismann. Like the fucking, like a famous football player. He's in this. What is he like?
But then they got Larry Zonka, same thing, right? So
right.
But that's what I'm saying.
So crazy.
Like, it was a good. Think about the concept back then. Like the only thing that was close to this was wrestling, right? And everybody was like, "Wrestling's fake. Wrestling's fake."
Was real. Like,
so this was real. So this was like before reality TV. This was our reality TV.
That's a good point.
Like this is like, oh my God, these people, we could be these people. Like, and then like you kind of like chose certain gladiators to really like, because you were really just watching the gladiators. Like the people were cool, but like you wanted these people you wanted to see like, oh yeah, Nitro's good at the salt and Gemini's good at joust and the wrestling and all that stuff. But like, it was funny to watch the first couple because you're like, oh, they're just making this up. And they're like, what's that point? And they're like, it's worth 4 points. Like,
didn't they give someone 100 points?
Yes. Yeah, they did.
Dude, I did like too, where not only did that one dude on the first episode, so he knocks Nitro out, and then they're doing like the football one, and they're like, oh, he played football. I wonder if he's gonna dangle around Gemini, and he just fucking runs him over again.
Runs him over.
And then Malibu just runs out of the ring.
Yeah.
I don't want any part of this fucking guy.
No, he's like, I don't want that smoke.
Malibu was taking bong hits like in the middle of this shit. Like,
but he wasn't.
Hilarious.
So funny about Malibu is that was like that was his like play, and he wasn't actually that kind of guy. But dude, they treated Malibu dirty because remember the stupid the cannonball, the human cannonball, which takes no skill. Like, what is this? What is this one? Right? It's basically we just want to see someone kick somebody off
in the face.
Dude, he gets kicked, and he got 13 stitches from that and got a concussion.
And then they kept using it in the intro too.
all the time. It was like the best. It was so crazy. But dude, this was 2 weeks that they did this. All right. These
how
people
many episodes
played
the first 2 weeks.
I forget how many episodes, but I didn't watch the quarterfinals, the semifinals.
No, there was so many episodes.
Bro. There was all of that. Then you get to the finals. Like, I was so happy to just see a recap. And you're like, oh, this is like the last episode is a recap? Yep. Like, this is amazing. I was like, wait, this all happened? They're like, oh, we became friends and blah, blah. I'm like, so you guys are just hanging out for $10,000? Like, that's it. And like, if you didn't win, right, you took off for 2 weeks. This is a vacation. Like, PTO wasn't really a thing back then.
Got your ass kicked on vacation.
That's what I was gonna say. It's a vacation you get punched in the face during. Yeah. And that's what, like, when these people go, I'm doing this for my kids. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, anytime someone said they're on a reality show for their kids, or they're competing in American Gladiators, or they're away for 4 months doing this fucking other thing, it's just like, bro, you're doing it because you have kids. You're like, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I did a Mr. Beast challenge where I lived in a box for 6 months for $500,000 to get away from my kids.
Yeah. Like, come on. I did this for my kids. If you need money, then this is this is the choice you made?
But
this is the choice you made.
But dude, back then though, this was the shit. Like, everybody was talking about American Gladiators.
But that's the funny thing, because like, here's the thing: the first season is actually brutal, right?
Brutal.
And the thing is, though,
the pilot season was the worst season.
Wow. The thing that's funny is like the people on it are literally the realest people ever. And because when they interviewed them, they were boring as shit. And the funny thing is, I wrote down some stuff like when they interviewed the guy like going against Craig Anthony or Craig Williams, I think the white guy, the guy that was Shemansky, I think his name was, or something.
The dude that got drafted by the Blues and had the thickest Massachusetts accent ever.
Yes,
bro. They were asking him about like his childhood, and I had to not write the whole thing down, but at the end he was like, "It's dad." It's dad. I'm like, this is some trauma. Yeah. This guy is working through some fucking trauma. They all were. Fucking Frankie, the model, she's like talking about her brothers beating the shit out of her and like punching her in the face and be like, yeah, but I guess we get along now, I guess. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, they're like, who are damaged people we can put on this random show?
But that's the thing, that back then they didn't care about storytelling, right? Like they just said like whatever, and let's get these. People weren't personalities, and then because of this show, you would argue that all the things going forward were like, let's get actors who aren't doing well to be on these shows to overact when we're interviewing them, because it's just not about the athleticism and them beating the crap or not of the gladiators. We need to interview them, and they need to have some personality, and that's why
that's what ruined this whole genre for me, in my opinion.
Yes, because as you go on and we watch it, you're like, oh, like the last season, the people are so much more animated. They have like some attitude towards the gladiators. There's like more of a storyline, and that's, you could tell that they were like, hold on, that's hilarious. A possum is just walking by the gate right now. Sorry.
Jesus.
That's crazy.
Nostalgia.
So, what was I getting into here? I blacked out.
The stories they're telling, the storytelling.
Yeah, I forgot. No, so you could tell that some of it was like, oh, they're losing good people, so we got to make up these things or exaggerate the stories of why these people are here and the people. And then I think that's why it ultimately stopped, because other things became more interesting in 1996. More road rules, more this, more that, and these people started looking like WWE, and that was it. There was they weren't that good at it anymore, and that's why, because I was like, what was the downfall? Not only downfall, like there were steroids involved, there was, they were paying these people nothing, but like in the heart of it, man, Nitro, Gemini, like Lace, like those guys had freaking dolls. They had people were wearing their jackets, like they went on tour. That was crazy, dude. Family Matters had a whole episode with them in it.
Yeah,
that's how popular these guys were.
Oh yeah,
and they're being treated like shit. They're being like, if you watch the documentary, they got nothing, no royalties off of this, and they try to unionize, and like basically when that happened, the three originals were like trying to unionize, and like Tower was like, I can't lose my job. And because Tower was like one of the new guys, and Nitro, Gemini, and I think Lace got booted out of there later.
Let me just say something about Lace. She got her ass beat. Like in one of those seasons where like she couldn't even walk anymore. They had her ribs bandaged. They had her leg bandaged.
Her knee had like a huge thing. Yeah.
Bro, if you watch what their like recovery looked like at the end of the night, like they're just like ice everywhere. I'm like, dude, these people, no helmets first season, no helmets,
can't cover that amazing pads. Hair.
No, dude, when he got belted,
oh, dude, Nitro, oh my
god, the Nitro one is unforgettable.
Like, dude, like half dead.
He's dead. He like, they're like, that guy was racking up points. He was just racking points
because he can move. And I think at one point, didn't Malibu go over to like check on him? Like, dude,
yes.
you okay?
Yeah, dude.
I was bam, bam.
The problem was how they set that game up. So the setup we knew as kids was like
it was a grid, right?
It looked like
it was 4 and then 1 in the middle.
Yeah, just like the 5 on a die, right? That's what
the new one is the grid. That's what I was confusing it with.
Which was but crazy. The old one was like they were all in front of them, so everyone's constantly running at you, like it was a small space.
Yeah,
and so when I saw that, I was like, holy crap, this is not, oh dear God. And I was like,
yeah. And that was before they made up crazy. CTE also.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Did you notice that game, they changed the size of the whole?
They keep changing the whole size. They just kept changing it.
I hate when that happens.
They also, like, the wrestling mat at one point is off the ground.
Yes.
And then it's not. I'm like, you guys just want to break someone's ankles. Like, that's what you're trying to do.
I think some of the
stuff fun to design. How can we hurt these people?
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's what it was. Like, I think some of the stuff was funny. Like, some of the announcers said some funny stuff. He said, like, when they were like, how do you think the modeling is going to help Frankie out? And the guy goes, how about not at all?
Oh my God, it was hilarious. I was like, oh my God. Like, I felt like I was watching, like, you ever watch a Mets game where Keith Hernandez has no filter? That's what it felt like. Where, like, he just says something ridiculous.
I thought I was watching Celebrity Deathmatch. Like, it was just ridiculous what they were saying. The crowd, I was like, how did they get these people into it? It was terrible.
They probably were like walking down the streets of LA. Like, hey, you want to come watch a free show with like the first season, you know?
Well, the first season, it was people on tour for Universal. They were like, you guys want to see a show?
That's
right. And then they got stuck for 4 hours watching this show that had to tape all the rounds.
Yeah. Bro, that was like when I was in LA, we went to watch an episode of Friends, and I swear to God, for one episode, we were there fucking 12 hours. It was like the worst experience ever. I was like, oh my God, can we leave? They're like, you won't get the credit for the class if you leave. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, this is terrible. Like, because it's not in order. Crazy. You can't follow. They probably did something similar here, right? They're probably just shooting random shit all over the
I think what they would do is like,
one event over and over.
Exactly. So it was like the two contestants just had to go over and over. So you had to listen to the announcer announce these people in every time. Right. Okay, we're gonna redo it. We're gonna do the jousting again, and it's like, and here, and then it's like, oh, and the next competitor, and it's like you had to watch all this because they were like, all right, let's get rid of one game. Now we had to set up the whole next one. You had to put the bridge, the old Joust bridge. What the fuck was that?
Ridiculous. Such a pain in the ass set up too.
Oh,
the only thing that worked in the old version was assault. Like, I mean, even though the branches were crazy.
The branches were what was that? What were we trying to do here? They got that from like they were like, oh, the set of Platoon who's getting rid of like their special
I found it in the dumpster. Let's use it. It did make me laugh though, where they're showing it and they change it over time. But the first episode, they're like, next up, female assault, and I was like, whoa.
I wrote that down immediately.
I'm like, what the fuck, bro? What
and
are we
just
watching?
Let that go.
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus, man, like that doesn't sound right.
Yo, I was convinced that when one of the guys was interviewing one of the male competitors, I think at the end, I think he said, "Good luck, babe." Like,
yeah.
I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Come on. No, I'm sure he did.
It was unhinged. It was unhinged. But like, I get the appeal back then because we're like I said, there was nothing that was really like wrestling was wrestling, but it wasn't as mainstream as it was until the Attitude
But in
Era.
'89, I feel like this is what wrestling, the cheesiness that all of this was all in line.
Sure. Well, they say that like they
this
were
was
like
less cheesy than like WWF at the time, right? So
yes,
it's like it felt more adult.
Yes.
And let's understand this. I was looking up, I was like, who were the presidents of the United States during all this, right? So 89 is like
peaches.
George Bush. It's, George Bush. And then the 96 version, when we were around there, you have Clinton. So like we're looking at this, and it's like America is at an all-time high, like Americanness, right? People are like, America. Yeah. And then it kind of starts to fall to pieces because, the 90s, everyone's like, fuck this. And because you're coming out of the 80s into the mid 90s, 2008.
That like "Make America Great Again" was like a Clinton term. He said that back then. Yeah,
that makes sense. I mean,
yeah, he said that back then. He said it in his speech.
He probably said it in the Oval Office a few times.
Yeah. With some Altoids.
Dick's name is America.
And you just watch cigars and Altoids to each other, sold out. Back.
I think and now, as we're recording this, we have that lunatic in office building a UFC stage on the front lawn of the White House to have a UFC fight to celebrate America.
It all started here.
And
it all started here.
I just kept thinking of that. I just kept thinking of that. I was like, wow, like this is where we're at. And like to watch the show progress over time, I'm just like, God damn.
All right. So
keep going.
It like, so back to like, if we were just testing American Gladiators,
like the original 89 to 96.
89, yeah. Like to me, it was very nostalgic. It wasn't an abomination, right? It was just it built. It was good. It was fun. They add like as Assault got cool.
Great event.
Like I said, like I'm going to say it again. Family Matters had its own episode. We knew all the players. We were like we were invested. Like you were like
the rolling ball thing with the smoke. What was that?
Oh, that thing was so cool.
What was that called though? I can't remember.
They were in that steel ball, like
hamster wheel.
You had to get around the gladiator.
Yeah, you had to like push them around and stuff.
Came up. Yeah,
dude, that thing was crazy.
That was cool.
That was a video. That was the best game in the video game too. They had an American Gladiators video game, and then and like so, I will say that alone is nostalgic. Yes, but it doesn't. I'm going to say right here, it doesn't pass the test because there's a clear reason, and you see it by they tried it in 2008, and we're about to get into that, and now it's back again, and it's like, well, first of all, American Ninja Warriors has come out, Wipeout has come out, that Rock tried to do something a couple years ago. A couple of years ago, that was kind of like American Gladiator-esque.
It was all, and even then, like what about the UFC? Also stepped into that void of like things that are like pushing the envelope, right?
Yeah, and listen, man, we used to watch that. We used to pay per view on that, and remember like how boring it was, and they had to like change up the rules again. That was like a makeshift. Like when we used to go to Anthony's and watch that, we'd be there for like 3 hours watching jiu-jitsu guys just hold on like this, and like you're like, what are we watching? And like it sucked, and that was janky. That was a janky ass show.
It was like season 1 of American Gladiators.
Well, and then like let's not forget the defunct XFL, because like also. All within these like few years are all this weird stuff, and everyone's trying to be extreme, right? We're trying to up the game where people get hurt. And let's just shout out a couple of people. I mean, that woman Bridget who gets hung up on her arm on that medicine ball, her arm almost gets torn out.
Yeah, was that what that was the original one of the original seasons?
Yeah, that was the championship. She was forced to keep going. That was the thing. They didn't stop when people got injured.
No.
Then they started to, and then they stopped again.
Dude, the Eliminator was crazy because they like just made up points in the Eliminator, and then they just made up like how you ended. Like there was one part where like there would be 2 gladiators and then another one gladiator and 0, right?
It was like blocking in football practice. And they were
right, exactly. But
it was great.
But I'm like, who did they choose to fuck over? Because the one time it was literally 2-on-1, like one guy would have to go through either door and it would be gladiators. And the other guy would either not have a gladiator or have one. So that's not fair. Like, so he gets to maybe have a chance of not getting into a gladiator's face. Like they just made up that, like obviously this is all made up, right? But the Eliminator, they were just like, so how are we going to do this? Like
every week,
like who cares?
Throw that there, throw that there.
Especially like imagine like you sucked and you have like 5 points, so you have to like wait,
which happened,
happened, and you're just waiting, and you're like, why am I even doing this to myself? Because like I'm not going to win.
I would have walked out. I would have walked.
Peace. Dude, you know which one always seemed the worst to me is the hand bike. I would just fall. I couldn't do.
I would take the 10-second penalty.
Yeah.
Just
I'll
jump
take it.
and
Go around it, right?
Yeah. I would just you're better off taking the
I'm
10
out.
second penalty than trying because you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. Like what we see, like two people do it. Yeah. Again,
how about when they the spinning thing and they throw the ball at you? Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh.
The thing about it is the Eliminator was good for American Ninja Warrior people. Everything before that was good for athletic, strong people. The Eliminator, like the bike thing, if you're jacked, how? I want to see a gladiator do it.
I kept asking myself, I'm like, how do they train and how do they get ready for this? Like, and it is like, well, they can't do the Eliminator. There's no way like Malibu's running up the Travelator.
No.
And all these words are dumb as hell.
Yeah. No. And then I felt bad. Like the last episode of the first era was like the guy who won last year has to beat the guy who wins this year. But the guy who wins this year has just been training for 2 weeks, and this guy has to come back.
Coming in ice cold.
Like, ice
so
cold. Like,
dumb.
I worked out last night. Like, you didn't train for this. Like, you did.
Maybe it's like, you ever see Ninja Warrior where they're like, he set up a ninja course in his house. Maybe people did that shit back then. Like,
they showed it.
Took a bike apart and built a thing.
Yeah. No, they showed it. They said, like, the guy's like, I've been training on a hill. And they showed the guy, like, in the park going up a hill. For the Travelator or whatever.
He's fucking called. Rocky. He's running up a mountain in Russia.
Yeah.
Oh my god! And how about that one girl
Nitro becomes an announcer.
That's so funny
because he goes to sue them, and they're like, "Well, how about we just not have you back on because you're not as strong as you were. We like these younger blonde guys.
Everyone's blonde.
Everyone's blonde.
Yeah.
And we're not sure what you are, but everybody loves Nitro, so we're gonna make you an announcer with some freaking heavy ass shoulder pad,
and then we're gonna fire you.
Yeah,
I'm trying to see who's dead from the original show.
I was thinking about that.
Be dead.
Hulk
is dead. Gold is dead, and Siren is dead.
Oh no, Siren,
the original one, died at the age of 40.
What? No,
dude, they were jacking these people up with
Gemini still alive.
Here's the thing why I find it hilarious about when people get mad about these guys doing steroids. I'm like, why do you care? It's not an official sport. Like it's not like it's like when people are like, oh, WWF is doing steroids. I'm like, yeah. And it's like, oh, Sylvester Stallone's doing steroids. I'm like, he's a fucking movie star. Like, why does what is he going against another person that's doing steroids? Like, like there's what playing field is he leveling? He's not.
Now they have the enhanced games where you can use all sorts of.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
again for bodybuilding, you're talking.
So this,
I think it's like lifting.
So they're basically like they're promoting to use muscle growth hormones.
Dude. Yeah. Not always a popular opinion here, but I would take the steroid era of baseball over whatever this fucking bullshit they passes for the game nowadays is in a second.
Well, I was talking about that. I was talking about baseball with someone, and I was like, I haven't seen. The craziest thing I ever saw, and this is a tangent, was when we were watching the Subway Series and Roger Clemens threw a broken bat at Mike Piazza. And I was just like, I've never seen anything like that.
He's like, I thought it was the ball. I was like, so you tried to throw the ball at him.
So you would have thrown the ball at him.
That was pure roid rage. But I do miss like 700-foot monster bombs instead of, striking out 300 times a season and hitting 220,
Billy's like, bring it back. Bring back the roids in baseball.
The other thing is here this time, because they talked about this in that Hogan documentary about the steroids thing. Steroids weren't illegal in the U.S. until like the early to mid 90s. So when this just started, crazy. But they were going to a doctor, because even when you ever watch Pumping Iron, where Arnold's saying like they would cycle on for 3 months before the show and then cycle off, but they go to a doctor and have it done. Now these guys probably weren't going to a doctor, but it's like it wasn't illegal,
Dude, they said the needles were everywhere. Like they would go into these guys like rooms and just they just had them out.
Yeah, I'm sure
they're going to Dr. Robert.
Jack these people were like,
dude, they took them. When they went on tour, they were all on this like one bus, and like the there's like one of them was a lesbian, and like she's like the amount of sex that was going on.
Oh yeah, that was who is it? I almost said Dice.
Was it Lace?
I want to say Lace.
Was it Lace?
Poor Lace. I
She
really
would
felt
take
bad
women.
for Lace.
She would the men would like be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go sleep with that groupie," and she ended up sleeping with her. Like she like
Was it
showed up.
Lace?
The
I don't
men.
know.
I thought it was.
Oh
Lace.
wow. I also looked up another woman who competed on the show and won 4 times was murdered in 1997 after the show
Jesus
ended.
Christ. What is going on? Okay. All right. Let's keep going because I did
So,
want
but
to.
so
I just wanted to give props to the one competitor, the woman who competed against Bridget, who sidearmed that grenade during the assault, who was a softball player. And she just walked sidearmed that target.
Yeah,
I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, that was nasty.
She was hilarious. She's like, I don't know, fucking, I'd rather just do it a sidearm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay.
Yeah. So I will say, let's moving on to the next one because now we have all these other shows. Real World Happens, Challenge. I guess Challengers, like we're starting to get trash TV.
Yeah.
More than ever. So they're like, oh, we should bring back American Gladiators. But now
make it trash TV.
But make it that, oh, well, how are we going to get storylines? It's my opinion that they just hire people.
Oh, yeah,
they just
I
hire
agree.
people to show up here.
Or make some shit up.
And that's
or
why
write
it doesn't work, because it's like, all right, let's exaggerate it even more. Like, and you're forcing it. I didn't even know they had this.
Me neither.
Are you talking about?
so
you're talking
bad.
about 2008. You're not talking about like when it got better in the original.
No.
Because the original series, they had that sky track, which you didn't even talk about.
That shit was crazy.
Shit,
the Velcro.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
and that person's woman's face just went straight onto it. That the karate, the girl who did karate in the Bronx who got destroyed.
Like,
oh yeah.
I mean, this is
that was a crazy one, or the wall too.
Oh, exactly. This is when all the good games came in. The Wall, Skytrack, Sky Bounce, or whatever it's fucking called.
Yes.
They like, and you
had to bounce down and grab a ring or something, right?
Oh yeah, that shit was crazy. And then they even had. We didn't get to see this when they had the bars and they would swing.
Yes.
Like, it got so much better. It got like I remember those.
Well, because
those were the games.
That's when the steroids were even more, because you had like women who were 6'3", 225. You had like the Turbo and all those guys, and then one of those guys, I think Laser, punched the other guy in the face.
Yeah,
like overhand punched him right in the face. I was just like.
Laser got in a fight with Nitro on the way back from one of their shows. They beat each other up and then hugged each other afterwards. Both of them road rage.
Too insane. This was a 2 scoops.
Road rage.
2 scoops berry.
Road.
Dude, but was that the season where the guy he punches him in the face because the guy like did a fake jump? And he's like, yo, if he's breaking the rules, I got to do something. So then Laser gets kicked out. Like the ref's like, so we're going to penalize this guy, but we're going to kick Laser out. Like, well, Laser's going to come on the next day. So like, why does he care?
In 4 hours, he's going to do the next episode.
Yeah, the ref's like, but that's not it. We got to kick out Laser. And Laser's like, good call. I'm like, guys, this is not real. It's not
ridiculous.
Some of the names of people, Zap.
It was all like bad taglines. If you were like
Zorro.
a graffiti artist.
Pow! I don't know. We're running out of names, people.
Flathead.
Flathead.
But this was like American Gladiator names.
This was peak. I would say this is peak. The assault was peak during this period of time.
Assault was great.
No, that was great. The assault got crazy. It got crazy.
The pyramid was way too high. Like this was the pyramid was so tall.
The pyramid with the mats. Like
insane.
I'm like, who's getting up there? Who?
Impossible.
I'm first of all, when they would like go back and like suplex them down the pyramid. I'm like, thank God they started getting helmets and shit. Cause I'm like, dude, some of those people could have died, snapped their necks,
easily,
just the way even the gladiators, like they're just like willy nilly tossing these guys. I'm like, what was their insurance like?
Insurance.
What's that?
They definitely signed like a do not hold liable to anything that happens here.
No.
And that was the crazy part was, all right, so there must be like a good pocket. Like they're going to pocket some good money here. And they're like, $10,000. I was like, wait, you did all that for 10 grand? For 10 grand. No.
It was. I would say that's when American Gladiators peaked, 1996. It was the greatest
96.
version of it. It definitely is just nostalgic, but
I agree. But it was still entertaining. Like it's entertaining. If I came across it on, like if it wasn't on Amazon, and so you flip it around to Saturday, and you're like, oh, this is on, I'd watch it for half an hour, and then be like, all right, cool trip down memory lane. Let's watch something else. You know?
Yeah,
definitely.
I mean, so then it goes off the air, and it comes back in 2008. With the host Hulk Hogan and Layla Ali, which is like so random. And when that guy,
it's not though during that era because she was also like just had finished boxing a little bit.
Yeah,
like she was in the news.
She was a champ.
Yeah, and then like was that the era of the NWO or like Hulk Hogan had kind of left?
It was
I think so. Maybe
it was 2008. So I think he was back in the I think that was after the WWE acquired them.
Yeah.
Right.
So Attitude Era. So it's safe to say Attitude Era is done, right? Because we had already graduated. Attitude Era is finished.
I was in Colorado, so we were way past graduate. Yeah.
So I don't remember this at all, and there's a reason why this failed because. First of all, when you have Hulk Hogan being the host, right there, you're like, oh, this is a WWF type of show now.
Yes.
Like, it's really blatantly going to be just entertainment. Entertainment. Let's just have the most outrageous gladiator names, the outrageous, like, I kind of don't even remember this one. I just remember how bad Hulk Hogan's like interview process was.
Dude,
it was bad, and the stories were bad. Like it became schlock reality TV, and that was like it was more about that. Like they start off with like a woman who's like, I'm divorced, and my 3 kids are my life, and I gotta do this. It was like it felt like I was watching The Biggest Loser, like with the way they were like jumping in, like let's tell these people sad life stories and show how they're gonna win this. And then the woman promptly like fucking sprains her ankle. And
oh god, yeah. And then someone had to like step up, right? Then they have like a runner-up step up. Yeah.
But this episode was 2 hours. This episode was 2 hours long.
Dude, I fast forwarded.
I did not make it through that. So did I. It was
I had to go right to the end. I was like, "There's no way I'm watching this. It's 2 hours long. This is crazy."
I watched 20 minutes and then forward the end.
Yeah.
I mean, when that one guy squared up against Layla Ali as a joke, she like came out of announcing and she's like, "Not a good idea, bro." Like I was just like waiting for her to just knock his block right off his fucking head. Like, his neck.
Was that the one where they had the 3 guys go against each other right at the beginning, like the redemption round?
No, that was
that this season.
That was this season where they had to push that button.
Yeah. Okay, so let's not even get to that. But 2008.
To your point, the gladiator names in 08, like listen to some of these, like Beast, Hurricane, Justice, Militia, Toa, Wolf, and Zen. Like these fucking
dude. Wolf was crazy.
Yeah,
that guy was crazy.
That guy was on PCP.
Yeah,
it's like, dude, these are terrible names.
But like to the way what that looked like to me were people who didn't make it in wrestling, like WWE, and they were like, "Oh, we got another show," and I wouldn't be surprised if WWE didn't have anything to do with that show. It's like there was like produced by Vince McMahon's company, like another company
was
that
involved.
is.
So you know.
Yeah, and he was using his name. Like, there's definitely because doesn't WWE own Hulk Hogan's name?
Absolutely. I mean, I think so. I mean, I don't think he would be allowed to do that unless they really were involved in it. But
yeah, I'm sure they signed off on it at the minimum.
Something.
Yeah, I'm looking. I don't see anything, but it is. I mean, let's be honest. It was super bad. Like it was
horrible.
It really was
horrendous, bro.
How did that one end? Is that the water one?
Yeah, that's the one where that woman smashed her face against that pole.
Yeah,
yes.
And then the other woman won. Like the woman who subbed in for the woman who hurt her knee or her ankle. She ended up coming from behind and winning because the other person, Toya, she couldn't get up the travelator.
Oh my God, the travelator, dude!
And she couldn't
putting
get
that
up
at the end was crazy.
Yeah,
because they're exhausted. They're going up the pyramid.
Yeah,
like
that was
watching
wrong,
that was
man.
like, man, they're done. They're done. I was like, that rope. Like, and she's just holding on and just keeps going and ripping her freaking skin off, basically, as she's just holding on. I'm like, why are you even holding on? What do you think is gonna happen?
I mean, when the firefighter, which was
guys, I'll be right back. I gotta let the dog out.
Yeah. The firefighter was annoying as fuck. Like he kept like being fed lines. I'm like, shut the fuck up. And he's against this guy, this skateboarder who sucked. He sucked.
Horrible.
And the firefighter, when he jumped in the water, this was the best part. He jumps in the water and the announcer goes, I wrote it down. He's like, not too sure about that swimming technique. Like, I mean, the shade.
It was pretty bad.
The shade.
This shade
I thought he was going to drown. I thought he was
I did.
Drown.
I was like, he's a firefighter and he's going to drown. He's going to drown.
I was like, wow.
That other guy was terrible. Like, he had no reason for even being on that show.
Chad.
How he even got to the end. Like, I'm glad I didn't watch the rest of the season to see this guy. Like, he beat other guys. He beat other people to be at the final.
Chad.
Well, no, that was the opening. No, sorry. The opening. That was the Anthony moved on.
Yeah.
We didn't see Anthony at the end.
No. We saw, I think we only watched a couple episodes of 2000. I mean,
we watched 2.
Yeah, at a certain point I couldn't keep just like writing notes and I was just like, I can't do this. I'm like, I don't know what else there is to say. I'm tired. And that's what it was.
I did like the new game though, the one where they had to run across the bridge and they're just like tossing huge balls at them.
Oh my God. I mean, like I felt like that was fine, but they were really running out of ideas.
That season, they were all about the water.
Oh, it was a lot of water.
It was a lot. All the sets were basically water. Like they were hanging from the rings, water. Like they would land in,
hanging from the rings, water.
Water.
Do this thing, water.
Water.
Jousting, water.
Water.
Like everything was water. And in that.
Which is tricky, man. You get hit.
Yeah.
You're knocked out. Like they're taking a chance that these guys passed out in the water.
Well, I mean, exactly. Like, I mean, you could get severely hurt.
Like that girl like hits her head against that pipe. She could have been done.
Oh yeah.
Like, they got scuba people working, but like you're still taking a chance.
Capital to them.
Yeah.
Well, they are. Like corporate America.
I mean, I mean, it was weird. I mean, but the prize money did go up to $100,000, right? I mean, at that point.
Was that in 2008 or the other one?
I think in 2008 it went up.
Okay.
Yeah. It was $100K.
Got it.
But
all in all, horrible season.
Yeah.
How long did it last? Do you have your facts on that one?
2 seasons, I think. I think that was only 2 seasons.
But like, and we
2 seasons, 22 episodes. That's it.
Like, what would have it been on anyway? Because we didn't have streaming yet.
And the other one was 7 seasons, 208 episodes. 7 seasons. Like that's monumental. And they toured.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's nuts, dude.
I don't even know what this was on. I mean, it says, let's see. I don't know if it's on any sort of channel. I mean, it had to be 2008. Oh, it aired on NBC and City TV in Canada. Whatever the fuck that is. But with elements of the British version of the 90s. So
I forgot they had a British one. I saw that on Amazon.
Yeah.
Well, that was the thing during the 89 to 96 version. They had like the international gladiators. I remember that. Like everyone's like, "Oh God, gladiators all over the world."
Yeah, the guy came from one of the finalists was a finalist in the international one.
Yeah.
So these guys would just compete. They got into like the gladiator camp, and they would just like compete against other gladiators that were doing well then. It was like going to the Tough Mudder.
They're on the circuit.
Yeah, they were on the circuit because they had nothing. I guess they were getting paid a little bit, right? I'm sure. Like they're not going to tell you what they were getting paid. The grand prize might have gotten up, but like they were probably like, "Oh, we'll pay for your room and board for you to come and like hang out, and wrestle."
You get punched in the face.
Oh, damn wrestling.
Like they basically created this whole like ecosystem of the gladiator nation.
You know what was funny? In each season from the 2008 and the 2026 one, there was always a guy that said, "I waited 14 years for this." Like,
Yeah.
it's like,
where's the one that? Oh yeah, so wasn't it the guy who was in the final, or he was in the first episode? Yeah, he had missed his plane or something to go to the American Gladiators in 2008, or was like.
I think it was the guy, that white guy who had the tie on in the 2008 version that squared up on Layla Ali. I think it was him, and they were kind of getting sick of his ass, and then he lost at the end and then cried.
Yeah, but he was the one that was like, "Oh, I waited. My bus was like, I forget what happened. He didn't make it. He got in and he didn't go to the thing." Yeah,
because then in 2026, the guy who won there said he waited 17 years.
Okay, so
what is happening?
We're gonna.
2008 is a disaster.
Guys, it's a disaster.
It's not even nostalgia.
It's crap.
It's crap. It was trash. No way this had good ratings. There's just no way.
No.
It would have had good ratings the first episode because everybody would have been like, "Oh my god, it's back." Whoever remembered this, because I don't even remember that they had this.
No.
Right? Because you're already like you're trying to compete against the Challenger. You're trying to compete against Kardashians. You're like, what are you trying to do here?
Wipe out.
Crap. Like wipe out. Yeah. So like American Ninja Warrior, like it's not going to win. Sorry. Nobody wants to, like, it's dumb. Right. And you're competing against UFC, which is now real.
Yeah.
Right. Like they're actually, they're giving you
like blowing up, bro.
And they're giving you exactly, they're giving you exactly what you want. Like what you really want to see when you're watching this is people fighting. That's it. Right. So UFC is like, let's deliver that. So no way you're going to win. And now some genius decides 2026 is the time to bring it back.
Terrible idea.
All because it says American.
And
I think that's a lot of
that's
it.
That's it.
I think
you're selling this.
I think
at the beginning, as soon as he said, "This is peak America," now introducing your host, The Miz, and I was like, "Oh my god, please kill me!" Like,
I was the only thing I kept thinking of was like, this must be some sort of conspiracy at this point. Like, I feel like our tax dollars went into this. I feel like this is a propaganda bullshit. They can't make the movies they want to make, like, the Delta Force or some sort of like Rocky IV-esque type propaganda America film, which I'm not shading.
No, they're going to have the Patriot games.
Well,
the high school kids go against each other. You know that, right?
What is that?
Oh, it's coming. It's
Patriot
the top
games, great movie.
Yeah, Patriot games. No. You guys don't know this?
Great.
You guys don't know that the top high school athletes are going to compete against each other in what's called the Patriot Games.
So we're getting closer to the Hunger Games.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So this is what I'm saying.
If you lose, do they kill you?
But here's the thing. We already have high schoolers that go against each other. It's called the states.
Yeah.
And the counties and nationals. So I don't why do we need to whatever.
It's exhausting thinking that this is out.
Yeah,
they're about to fight on the front lawn of the White House to celebrate something because celebrate America, whatever.
Yeah,
whatever. I mean, that's how we celebrate, by beating
Roman times,
fuck
baby.
Out of each other.
Roman
times. This is what we're doing.
This is literally the gladiators, like what the Coliseum was.
And this
is a lot more American if they walked in the ring and just shot each other.
That's true.
It'd be much more
Smeal.
I mean, we went from Joe Theismann to The Miz.
Yeah, I mean, come on, bro. Like, yeah.
I mean,
as soon as I saw that, I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
So, what do we have for this? Like, I'm looking at it, and it's just. I
don't even remember really any of the games.
No,
I only remember how tired everybody was at the end of the Eliminator.
Oh God.
The finisher of the blocks, like they're just so tired, and the women are just like, this one has blocks, right? It's not the wall that you go through that's paper. This one's the block one, right? The 2000 and
The second episode had the paper you go through. The first one did not.
Okay, But this is like how tired everybody is at the end is hilarious. And
oh yeah,
I'm gonna go right
that aren't in shape probably.
yeah. And going and like if I'm that far behind, why are you even going on the Travelator or whatever it's called? Like, I'd be like, yo, I'm done.
Tap out.
Like they right. So biggest thing I was upset about in 2026 season finale was the guy gets a penalty for stepping off of the treadmill
right at the end.
Right at the end.
Totally disqualified him.
And they disqualify him. But then if you remember the guy's story, and we got to go towards that fucking button pushing thing too. If you remember the guy's story, he got disqualified at his triathlon. And he brought up to the other guys like, "Oh, I know exactly how you're feeling," because he got his medal taken away from him because he got disqualified from a fault. And I was like, "That's crazy.
That's total bullshit."
That like lined up, right?" But if I was that guy, I wouldn't take the championship. He was late for like the other guy was sitting there for like a minute before the other guy, the guy who actually gets the trophy, comes to the finish line, and it's all because of this like step off to the side. First of all, why aren't there refs looking at that and stopping him and making him do it again? Or give him like a 10-second penalty. He still would have won. That's $100,000. If I was that dude, I would have freaked the fuck out.
I thought he was going to give him at the end where he goes, "I know what you're feeling like, so I'm going to go ahead and give this to you." I thought
he was going to split the money
or
with him
split
or
it.
something.
Or split it. But dude, they like switch things because this is why it is a TV show. They were just like, "Oh, you're disqualified. Oh, let's move up." Right? Yeah. But I'm like, dude, I would have been pissed, dude. I'd have been like, "Go, give me a penalty." Like, I was exhausted. I didn't know that I stepped to the side. You don't build bumpers or anything. It's your machine that you built. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I feel like if
everyone else gets time penalties. Now all of a sudden you're saying like he's disqualified?
Yeah. I was more pissed at that event how when they broke through the wall that there was no gladiator fucking railing them with a bag like that.
Should have been.
Because
I don't know why they got rid of that.
You're watching, you're like, "Oh God, I hope they pick the right one." They're like, "Oh, they did not," and they get lit up, and you're like, "Yeah."
That was the best part, and that to me gives you the other competitor a little bit of a chance, right?
Yes,
absolutely.
Like, what did you do this time? You just put the stupid treadmill thing up.
My favorite part was
killed on that. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, go ahead. Yeah, but my favorite part was like in the 2008 version when that girl Venus like face planted through the thing when she did because she was so exhausted.
Yeah, she just went like that,
like a wet rag, just like blah. Like, and that other girl, poor Toya, had to keep going. But
dude,
like
Toya was done. I was like, how did she end up getting up there? Like, they should have just shut the Travelator off and let her climb up the rope.
But I mean, back to 2026, it was an abomination. Like, it's just what's so bad about it is that here I'm looking at some of the facts. Here's the weird thing about it. So they filmed the 2 seasons in 2025, totally outside of America. All of this was filmed in France.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, it's called American Gladiators, and it was filmed in France.
In France, I'm not going to be able to pronounce this, but in Cergy, France, Cergy.
This is not surprising.
That's where they filmed it.
But
Again,
asinine.
yeah, and this is the funny thing. It's like they're saying American Gladiators. They're talking about America. You know that American production and film production and TV production is in the toilet right now and that people need jobs. You filmed this fucking show in France, you pieces of shit. The show is trash already. And what you did was you took jobs away and you went to France to film it, probably because you got some sort of discount for the film production. That is absolute bullshit. That is absolute bullshit.
Still say it's peak America.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's called American Gladiators.
No, yeah, exactly. It's peak America because it only thinks about the final product of the money part. So they're like, well, fuck it. We'll do it in the cheapest way so we can make the most money out of it. And it's bullshit. And
they also know that it's not going to make money, Dan, because there's so much slop out there right now. Yeah, like this, I'm surprised they even thought like, oh, this is like, again, maybe I'm not surprised because Billy, like what we said before, maybe because it's called American Gladiators, like, oh, you know, right now there's a lot of like patriotism. Like we'll get at least half the country to watch this because they're like, oh, America. And then like, it's terrible.
It's absolutely terrible.
2 hours of those AI videos that are going around with Chuck Norris in random movies. I'd rather watch 2 hours of that than watch this.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem, the main issue, and the funniest part about all of this is as the time went on from 1989 to now, the women's uniforms just got more and more revealing. Like all they did were like, all right, we're just going to keep showing more butts. They're
like, all right, who's watching this?
How can these
incels are watching this?
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
They also moved away from like, oh, we used to have like actual muscular chicks that like have pecs instead of gigantic boobs, and now in the new one they're like, let's get a bunch of muscle chicks with like fake double D's and throw them out there.
Exactly,
like,
and it's just like
totally strategy change.
And you got the Miz screaming in people's faces.
Oh my God, shut up.
And there's so much slow motion. Like it's like John Woo level slow motion during normal play. And it's just like, it doesn't even matter what the games are. Like, I don't even give a fuck. The one thing that they did wrong, the other thing that they did wrong, and then we're coming up on time here, to be like, they took the assault and totally fucked it up.
Oh, yeah. What was that? Was that the one with the sand? Like they had to go and get the arrow and then run across. And like they even did like a little smoke screen. You hit a button and like the it's like a distraction.
Really, but you could even in 2008 they fucked assault up because you couldn't really get hit. Like in 1996, you're gonna get hit. Like it was much harder.
They got lit up. I remember at first they didn't even have the catcher's thing on, and then they're like, "Oh, we should probably put something on these poor people."
It's to me, it's an abomination, the new version, and I felt so bad for that guy when he got disqualified because the Miz was screaming in his face that he won, and then he's like, "Oh wait, there's like total Steve Harvey shit.
we have a replay." Yeah. And again, making shit up as they go, right? They're like, well, what are we going to do now?
Yeah.
Like,
he's disqualified.
Oh, he's disqualified. Where like back in the day would have been like, he lost 5 points.
Yeah, they just making rules up.
They're just making rules up. And I definitely think it was weird that the guy who won was the one who had gotten disqualified in his storyline.
That was totally set up, bro.
Right. So I was like, and it would have been cool if he was like, I'll split the money with you.
I think it was totally...
you destroyed me. And wait, let's go back to the beginning of that episode. It was 3 versus 3. Yeah. And you're like, all right, these guys are going to compete in a couple of different things. No, they're like, we're doing an automatic eliminator where you have to touch a button. Like, and they all just have to wrestle to touch this button. And I was like, wait, you come there. And like, that's why you could tell that it was probably taped that day. Because imagine you waited. You're we're going to call you back. Okay, you're gone. Like, what?
That's like when you watch these reality shows like The Bachelor and stuff, and the people get eliminated that night. Like, it's the best. It's like, I'm going home already?
Yeah.
That's the fuck? I didn't even get to go on a trip?
Yeah, exactly. Right. Oh, we're gonna invite you back in 3 weeks after this whole thing's over to do a recap.
Yeah, they get rug burn and they have to go home.
And then they ask him questions. It's like, I don't know anything. I didn't even get to put my shit down. I didn't get to unzip my bag. Okay. Like I have no nostalgic feeling of being in this house because I only lasted 2 hours.
I wore this dumb costume. They told me to dress
like
up
imagine
like a
this guy. Like, oh, you're in it. You have a chance to win and compete. They're like, oh, you got to touch this button in the middle. That's it. That's all I got to do. Fucking make me wait 3 weeks for this.
My favorite part is every time someone lost, they ask him, so how do you feel right now? What do you think?
How you feel? All that is bullshit. I'm still mad about them fucking over this guy because Miz is talking to him for like 4 minutes, it seems.
Like dancing, like screaming at him.
Yeah, like, screaming at him. Like, and the producers are probably like, Miz, shut the fuck up. Miz, we have to tell you something. Miz, he's disqualified. Like, they needed to send somebody there to shut Miz up because the speakers weren't doing it. Whatever was in his earpiece, He wasn't fucking having it. It was it.
Jizz.
That's what was stuck in his ears.
That was exactly, That is exactly like when Steve Harvey announced the wrong winner to the that, or then when they announced the wrong Oscar winner, and everyone was celebrating.
Yeah,
but Steve Harvey's hilarious, so I'm okay with it.
Exactly.
Dude, I can't.
Fucking
it was trash. I hope they get. There's no way. If it lasts the second season. That's surprising to me.
Dude.
Like, someone's got to be like, we didn't make anything on this. Because it's hard to make any money on any TV show now.
It also just looks very generic, right? Like, we talked about the original
There's nothing
stuff,
new.
Like, it eventually got to think like, oh, this I've never seen this design before. This is cool. This is different.
Yeah.
Now this could be like the box or the wall. What the fuck any of these fucking shows are? It looks exactly the same, you know? Like
Yo, but that kind of goes back to I don't know if you've noticed like the post of like where's the color gone? Where's like imagination gone? And it's all because of resale, right? Everything needs to be brown, tan, this, that, because and like McDonald's turns into boxes because when a McDonald's closes down, it's easy to resell because nobody wants a playpen. Like no, you could easily turn it into a Wendy's. You could easily turn it into a Chick-fil-A. Like that.
You can easily turn it into a data center.
Exactly. So like it is very generic. Like there's I didn't see anything new that I was like, oh cool. Like you're over exaggerating everything because you need to, because again, it's hard to get people's attention nowadays. So like this show just isn't it.
And the problem
what would work? You know what they need to do? They need to make it like the movie The Running Man, where the gladiators are actually trying to murder the contestants. Because actually, that feels like what this is if you look back at it, right? That's the only thing missing. It's like almost that stupid in 2026. So.
That's what you're looking at.
We're close.
Yeah.
It's coming.
See, like basically what you could do is put UFC fighters against UFC fighters in this and see where it goes.
Random people.
Or random people. See where it goes.
I think what they should do is make it like Price is Right, where everyone in the audience can be a participant.
That would be crazy. Some people might die of a heart attack. Dude.
Some people might not want to do it.
The Eliminator, like I'd be like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing the Eliminator. Like the Eliminator looks like I would do the like one part of the Eliminator and be like, I'm done. Like when they're like, no, you like if I was that far back, like there was that one lady that was just
Billy's
done.
losing his mind.
I would just be like, they're like, well, if you walk away, you'll be disqualified. I'm like, fuck yeah, like I'm done.
Correct.
Like you want me to finish this for what? What's the point? Their interview, Miz is yelling at the girl, like, you won. The other girl is still trying to get up from the boxes. She's dead. She's dead. She falls, and they don't say a word. Miz doesn't even look back at her and goes, oh, nice try. They just let her die in front of her. Like,
damn, with the audience people coming in, I'm picturing like a scene from Metalocalypse where they wheel in like a grandma in a wheelchair and some guy just punches her in the head. Like,
I mean, that's the only way to make this entertaining, I think. You have to be, there can't be a storyline of like these athletes. Like we need the gladiator. First of all, I need to care about the gladiators. I need to know who they are. Like, let's not call their weird name. Like, let's find out what this guy's.
You don't like Neon?
I want to hear a storyline of the behind, like what the gladiator has gone through.
Like Baraka.
No, like if like
they had him guy.
Right, like I want to hear Hawk's. I want to hear Hawk's backstory. Like his dad left. You know, he was an alcoholic. All this. I'm here. I'm gonna
Hawk
be fighting.
is just Guile from Street Fighter.
They should just make them video game characters. Like I would watch this show if it was like the gladiators are like Johnny Cage, Reptile, Scorpion.
They're all dressed up like Mortal Kombat.
Oh my god, they had a show like that.
Sub-Zero.
They did, but like, I would rather that. Like, give me like a reason to like these like they don't show you the background of these gladiators. They just say their name and you're supposed to like them.
Let's be honest, they're all ex-strippers who are fucking CrossFit people. That's all they are. Yeah. All the guys and all the women. That's all it is. That's what it is. That are their influence.
So this is how they make this better, right? You go to American Ninja Warriors and you bring the gladiators in there and you set the gladiators off as the American Ninja Warriors are going through their eliminator because that's like basically it. And you just have them just tackling them out because American Ninja Warrior guys are like parkour tiny people. And then you have these like massive gladiators. That is some entertaining shit.
You're just looking for the most violent show we can think of.
I mean, what else are we going at? Because like, where are you going with this? Because even UFC's gotten to a point like, listen, I haven't always been in it, and I don't even know the popularity of it now. But it doesn't seem like as popular as it was.
No, I think it peaked like when we were watching in our 20s, probably like 05 to like 010.
Yeah.
10. Jesus Christ.
10.
And then I think they signed that huge deal with Fox at the time, and they just oversaturated the market. And I think it's because it's bounced around like 3 times the TV rights since then. So it's definitely it hit its peak, and it's coming down.
It's definitely like not as popular, I think, and main reason probably why they were like, oh, we need to be on the White House because it's going to give like it's controversy, regardless.
UFC
and Dan, you said
it's friends with Dana White, like,
and then like, Dan was right. Like, and even if you hate it, you're gonna watch it.
I feel like everyone,
regardless if you're gonna sit and watch it, you're gonna see those clips on TikTok. Like it's gonna,
and they're probably gonna dress. I haven't seen the card, but I'm sure they're gonna have like an American fighting a Brit. Like play into that fucking shit. 100%.
Who fucking cares? Like,
isn't McGregor coming back then, or is he gonna be on the other one?
Dude, he's going to get his ass kicked when he comes back. He's fucking old and has been doing coke for the last decade.
Oh, God. All right. Okay. We went over time like we were going to. I almost had it, but it was too funny. But all right. So the American Gladiators 2026, it's a nostalgia test now test. So even if it doesn't even get a new season, which it shouldn't, it's going to get a third season probably. You're right.
I think it's going to at least get a second season.
It already has 2 seasons.
It does?
Yes. It has 2 seasons. Here, hold on. American Gladiators 2026. 2 seasons, 20 episodes.
We're only into half of 2026 at this point.
And the theme music composer...
2 seasons? So they're just making up... Again, they're making up rules.
Exactly.
Seasons to me is like at least give me a winter and fall...
well, if they had winter games, they threw them out in the forest with crossbow and something else. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
But the guy who made the theme music for the 2026 version is Jelly Roll, and I realized that it was something. I was like, oh, this is even more America because it's.
He also made the World
music.
Cup. He made the World Cup song, and everybody hated it so much. Shakira had to come back and save the World Cup.
Well, thank God. What does it have to do with country music?
Well, it's America. It's here.
He also sucks even more because he looks weird now as he's not fat anymore.
Wow. You're fat shaming this skinny guy. He's trying to be healthy.
No. It's the Ozempic shit where he did that.
I know. Yeah, of course he did.
But it looks weird. Have you noticed people that lose a ton that the famous
that
people
quickly? You like Skeletor.
It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
It was like when what's his name lost the weight from to Jonah Hill, and then he looked weird.
He looks weird. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He looks fucking odd.
But he looks weird. Jelly Roll looks weird now, like that.
Everyone's looking like Skeletor, and people are thinking like it looks good. I'm like,
nah, bro.
Well, because we come back to that look. So
they all look like Saw, the guy Jigsaw.
Yeah.
So they all look like.
We've come back
like Madonna. Have you seen Madonna?
Oh well, that's that's a whole other conversation we don't have time for.
Yeah.
I don't know what
everyone
that
looks
is.
Everyone looks like Frank Langella when he pops out of the blood at the end of the He-Man movie.
Yeah. All right. I'm
the only
gonna say this,
Skeletor.
Dan, because I know we had to go.
Okay, nostalgia test now. In 10 years, what do you think?
No.
Will this mean anything?
No, it won't. Well, I don't know if we'll be here in 10 years. Maybe it might if we go to Idiocracy.
Come on. We won't be here.
Positive way to end the episode.
Well,
Manny.
if we've been mean or upset for a while. I think if we go to Idiocracy times, yes. We're going to continue watching this slop. But I think we're not going to see the last of something that's trying to be like this, is what it is. It might not be called American Gladiators. Like, again, Rock tried it. Everyone's trying to remake this, and like that spark that happened. I just don't think you're going to do it anymore. There's too many other real things at this point.
Can't we just not do this? That's what I mean. Like, I think you're right.
I think it's just done. Like American Ninja, I can't even believe American Ninja Warriors is still around.
I think it's because of the announcers at this point. People just like to see them yell.
Yeah, but I mean, it is interesting to see. I mean, I watch a couple episodes when passing by. I'm like, and I'm like, okay, not episodes. I watch like 1 or 2 runs, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like, there's always the same people. I'm like, is this all you do? Like, I guess like, hey, parkour people figured out how to make money, right? And there's like people that are selling these things, and they're keeping. Now there's Ninja Warrior gyms for kids and stuff. Oh, but like, as far as like, is there going to be an American Gladiator gym? No, there's not. I think.
Was there back in the day? I feel like there should have been.
There probably was, dude. There probably was like training sessions, like learn how to joust and like learn how to become a contestant on that show. So, anyways, let's put it to bed. Yeah, I am looking forward to reviewing something that we like. I think we need an ultimate reset, and I don't know if that's more because we're in such a bad mood, because we've destroyed our childhood, and we're really negative. I'm thinking, and I want to get serious here. I think we need to choose an automatic love fest,
an automatic win,
just to reset our bodies, to be like.
Have we done the Never Ender Story? I know it was on the list, but
no, that's not going to be good.
I'll be honest, I've never seen the Never Ender Story.
It's not going to be good. Manny, I love it. He's like, no, that's not going to be good.
I think we should do, since we're in the summer.
What about the other day?
Maybe we do like a baseball movie or some sort of sports movie.
You've done Sandlot, right?
We did the Sandlot. I know, you missed that.
Have we done Rookie? Rookie's good.
Major
League.
We could do Major League. Major League 2.
Oh, we're doing it. No, we can't do Major League 2 because we talk shit.
It's just terrible. It'll wind up the Happy Gilmore episode. We love the first one, and by the end, we're angry because we talked about the second one.
Yeah.
All right, so
I would do Rookie of the Year too, but like that's really like very kid. I'd rather do. I would rather do Major League because we watch Major League. And we shouldn't have been watching Major League. You know what I'm saying? Like
we were like 8.
Yeah, like that's not what we should have watched. Like we should wait, and that's why I think I would rather watch that, because watching, I could tell how we're going to be with Rookie of the Year. It's going to be very nostalgic, and it's going to be so kid cheesy. Like,
Major League could go either way. It could be just,
and it can. Major League can go.
But I will tell you.
I'll tell you, and I'll bring this up when we do the episode again. But when I first moved into the apartment after college with Dave and my sister, we didn't have cable for a while, and I had a computer with a CD-ROM to go put in, right?
Manny, you want to explain to everyone what a CD-ROM is?
The only you put the picture in this clip, Dan. Like, add the picture here. CD-ROM over my face.
I was like, Manny, you're not describing it right. You put the picture in the clip. No, that's not how it works.
Yeah. The only DVD I had at the time was Major League, Billy. Okay, do you know this story?
I don't.
At that time, I couldn't go to sleep without TV because I grew up with that. Like, I grew up watching TV.
Yeah.
Bro, I watched, and even my roommate Jeff was like, "You need to watch something else, bro. This is all I could hear in your room." I watched Major League for 3 months every day to go to bed. Okay, I would put it on the computer and watch Major League. This is when we still had AIM. Okay, AIM was still a thing.
God. Yeah,
my AIM is on, and I'm hearing. That's how much I know this movie.
Okay, you so could quote it like
bro, I cannot wait to do this movie.
All right, so then we'll do Major League.
It is not going to fail. It's not going to fail. That's
going to be a fun
comedy gold of that era.
I'm telling you right now,
it's fucking comedy gold.
I'm telling you right now, if it does fail, I'm cutting this clip just in case, and that's going to be the beginning, and then it's going to be your face, Manny, being like, I don't know what happened.
It reminds me too much of that time, bro. I literally had to like put it on all the time, and I would wake up in the middle of the night at random times. Bro, it was crazy. And I don't know why I just didn't go get. My mom was right down the block. I don't know why I didn't just go get more DVDs. Like,
easy.
Yeah, it was a pothead then too.
That's fair.
All right, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to, if you like this episode, if you think we're wrong about American Gladiators 2026, go fuck yourself. And then don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this episode with other people who may or may not like American Gladiators. And I love that we found out that the recent one was not American at all because it was filmed in France. Let's fucking share that. It was filmed in France. It's a fucking fraud. It's not American.
They were what the French call les incompetents.
Oh man, peace. All right. Holy shit. We were right on target.
Share this episode with your friends. Subscribe and follow the Nostalgia Test podcast on YouTube, Substack, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. Send us your episode ideas and comments, or book us for podcasts and events at thenostalgiatest@gmail.com. Come hang out with us next week, because you never know what pop culture will pop up on the Nostalgia Test.